Bonjour, buenos dias, magandang umaga. Welcome to the inner sanctum of my chamber of chakras. And thank you for joining me on another episode of Astro Affirmation for April 5th, 2023. It is the peak of the week, Wednesday. I used to call it hump day, like some kind of sexual innuendo, but I've changed. In my old age, I have gotten my head out of the gutter and transcended the material world and ascended to a higher level of consciousness. Yes, let's have our coffee talk early today before our theme song and our chakra chat, shall we? Have you got your cuppa? Okay. I'm having my wide awake coffee from Seattle in my blue flower mug because, as you can tell, blue, sky blue, is the color of the day. Yes, so let's spill some tea. I was out there on my balcony this morning talking to the birds, and the topic of old age came up. You know, aging has gotten a bad rap, like it's something to be dreaded. And I admit, I went through a stage when I was fighting it, but it's true what they say. What you resist, persist. So now I am owning my senior citizenship. My eyes have gone dim, but my perception and discernment are sharper than ever, sharper than Superman's laser eyes. Oh yeah. My body is not the spring chicken that it once was, but I like the wrinkles and the sags because it tells my story. I do put on makeup, but to me, it's more about the art of making a masterpiece, right? Every morning, my face is a blank canvas. I brush broad strokes and fine lines to enhance what is already there, to project myself from the inside out. Getting old should be something to look forward to, right? Age gracefully, as the adage goes, but it's not something you can control. So let it happen naturally. Many people have asked me, how long did it take to grow my hair? Or what did you do to get your hair so long? And I'm always puzzled by that question because the hair grows by itself. No one ever asks how long it takes for nails to grow, right? They just do. It's natural. All I do with my hair is wash it and brush it. I used to color my hair when I was at that transition stage, but then COVID happened. And I was like, I am done with hiding my grays, and I just let them grow out. Now, everyone who sees me thinks I color my hair like this on purpose. I have my hair up in a bun inside this cap right now, which, by the way, I crocheted myself. But when I let my hair down, it goes down, the silver white color of my hair from the grays growing out goes all the way down to my derriere, and then at the ends you can still see the remaining dyed part of my hair. So it's like what did that one guy call it? It's like an X-Men character that has two-toned hairs. Anyway, yeah, so the moral of my story is age is beauty from the inside out, right? Yeah, I've been praying to God for that for such a long time. I said to him, God, I want to live on this earth with my being reversed. I said, I want my spirit united with yours to be on the outside of my body. And now that I am turning 62 this coming April 23rd, at the beginning of the Taurus season, I realize that aging is just that, the turning inward of beingness so that the light and love on the inside can shine forth to live a harmonious life with one and all. Now let's sing our theme song for 2023. We are one. For we are all in this together, in this pale blue dot, to make a better world, right? So, get ready. We are one in the spirit, we are one in the Lord, we are one in the spirit, we are one in the Lord, and we pray that all unity may one day be restored, and they'll know we are Christians by our love, yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love. Thank you for singing and clapping along with David's drum. Yes, the ruling energy of the day is the throat chakra, sky blue, immaculate conception blue, true blue, baby, I love you, blue. Yes, it's the color of the day, and as usual, my wardrobe matched to open, activate, and balance the throat chakra. It is called the Vishuddha or Vishuddhi in Sanskrit, and it means purify poison. It's derived from a Hindu myth or legend about Lord Shiva swallowing poison and purifying it in his throat, which turned blue. The version of this story was told by Sadhguru in an interview. I read it on isha.sadhguru.com. .org, sorry. It's isha.sadhguru.org. So Sadhguru is the yogic spiritual leader of India who heads the Isha Foundation. Here is what he said when he was asked about what is the symbolism of Shiva's blue throat. And I quote, okay? He said, there is a story in the yogic lore. There was an ongoing conflict between the gods and the demons. When repeated conflicts happened and many were being killed, they decided to bring forth the elixir of life, or the Amrutha, which was hidden in the oceans, and share it among them so that both of them will become immortal and they can fight joyfully. War is a terrible business only because it causes so much death. But if death is handled, then war is quite a wonderful thing. They got into a partnership and decided to churn the oceans. The legend goes on to say that they pulled out a certain peak called Meru and used a huge snake as a rope to churn it. Initially, when they started churning instead of the amrutha, or the elixir of life, a deadly poison came out from the bottom of the ocean. And this poison is known as hala hala. This deadly poison came up in huge quantities. All the gods got scared that if this much poison comes out, it will destroy the whole world. And there was no one who could do anything about this. As usual, when no one is willing to do anything about it, they thought Lord Shiva would be the right guy. They asked Shiva to come and showed him the enormous amount of poison coming out. If this spreads, it will destroy life. You must do something. As usual, without any concern about his own well-being, he simply drank up the poison. His wife Parvati saw this, and she went and held his throat, so it all stopped at his throat, and his throat turned blue. So blue is the color of truth. True blue, baby, I love you. Truth gives you peace of mind and calms your heart. I've always told my children when they were growing up to always err on the side of truth. I mean, we all make mistakes, right? I mean, we're all human after all. If you did something wrong, admit it. Don't hide it and pretend it didn't happen. It will eventually be revealed. As it says in the Bible in Luke 8:17, everything that is hidden will become clear, and every secret will be made known. So, when you make a mistake, acknowledge it by telling the truth. So, the poison of the tongue is purified by the pronouncement of truth. The throat chakra is the fifth chakra of our energy body, at the core of our being. Here is an image of a person sitting in a lotus position, and inside the body, in the spine, is a current of consciousness consisting of 7 centers of energy. These 7 centers are called chakras in Sanskrit, which means spinning wheels got to go round, talking about your troubles, it's a crying sin. Ride a painted pony, let the spinning wheel spin. Oh yeah, I see them as spinning spheres because, I mean, we are in a 3-dimensional form, so I believe the inside is also 3-dimensional. So I think of them as vortices of vitality that powers the physical body. They make up the soul spirit of the human being. It's what animates us, what gives us life, the ability to live and breathe and have our being, to survive and thrive in this 3-dimensional plane of existence, right? So the throat chakra is at the level of the neck, right here. I'm sure I'm pointing to the right one. Right there, like where the thyroid gland is, behind the larynx, the cave of wonder that echoes the truest of who we are. Yes, I'll show you on my chakra chart a magnification of this image. If you would imagine that triangle that I drew in the background is this person, okay? So you can see the chakras represented by the Reiki stones that I lined up according to their positions, okay? The throat chakra is right above the heart chakra. Here's the throat and here's the heart chakra. It's right above the heart chakra. So with love and compassion, we can express our authentic self and communicate clearly, efficiently, effectively, right? When the throat chakra is opened and balanced, the ability to have meaningful conversations is enhanced or accomplished, okay? Not only does it enable us to speak honestly, but also to hear and listen to others. It's the sharing of information, the sending and receiving of messages, right? So find your voice to communicate clearly. Speak your truth freely using your throat chakra. And express yourself truthfully, but be accountable for your words. Okay, I showed you this before. If I could find it, here it is. Words can become a sword, right? Words can become a sword. You can use words as a weapon that can cut through to the spirit of man, of people. So be careful of your honesty, for it will attract the same kind of honesty, okay? Use the ruling energy of the throat chakra today by voicing your desires and gracefully accepting the response. The symbol for the throat chakra is a 16-petaled lotus flower. Each petal stands for the 16 vowels of the Sanskrit alphabet. They sound like this. I'm going to play you a video of how the Sanskrit vowels sound like. Okay, so yeah, those 16 petals in the symbol stands for the 16 vowels of the Sanskrit alphabet. And the element of the throat chakra is ether, the substance of space, which makes sense since the medium of communication is air, right? Like when there's a broadcast in a studio, the green light says on air, yeah? The circle in the symbol indicates the ether, and the inverted triangle inside it is the funnel that channels our consciousness and soul to express our higher self. It's the simultaneous flow of energy from the soul and the spirit towards enlightenment. Okay? That's why it's inverted, because it expands your consciousness. There is also another circle inside the triangle. See that circle inside the triangle? That represents the full moon, which, by the way, tomorrow is a full moon in Libra. It's the heart-brain coherence, when the ego and the emotions have a meeting of the minds, okay? And the mantra for the throat chakra is hum. Hum. And the hand position is this. Thumbs up, clasp, okay, and touch the thumbs. Clasp the rest of your fingers in like that. Hum. Okay, so you can see here on my chakra shawl a bigger picture of the symbol for the throat chakra. You can also see the blue color. Okay, it's a little different from the one on my chakra chart, but it's saying the same thing. Okay, these concentric circles, inside, outside, it shows sound waves emanating from within and vibrating outward in space, throughout space, right? Remember what it says in the Bible? It's Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 20. It says, even in your thoughts, do not curse the king, nor in your bedroom curse the rich, for a bird of the air will carry your voice, or some winged creature tell the matter. Okay, it's talking about how our voices carry in the air. So make sure that, you tame your tongue and you think about what you're going to say before you say it. Don't be too impulsive with your words. Respond. Do not react. Respond responsibly. So, yeah, make time to meditate today and every day. Just put yourself on pause for a moment. Slow your roll and be still, silent, and listen to the beating of your heart. Watch the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe slowly and deeply. Count your breaths from 0 to 60, like 60, 59, 58, all the way down to 0 to get your brain at that gamma wave state. Okay, and then just watch your thoughts. Just observe them going in and out of your mind like passing clouds on a breezy day. Chant the mantra for the throat chakra. Hum. And visualize the color blue emanating from your throat chakra and radiating outward, surrounding your body with its sky blue color, reminding you of your truth, giving you your voice, clearing your throat to communicate freely with wisdom and understanding. Then chant the mantra for all 7 chakras. Lam vam ram yam hum shamom. Then say a prayer of thanks with a grateful heart. Okay, that's all I have for you today. And once again, I honor God in you and me. Namaste.